Hey everyone, welcome to the Entrepreneur Academy. Today we're going to be talking about marketing tips with psychology. I know this sounds like some kind of weird voodoo magic, but it's not. It's just the science of how people think and work. This is a really important topic to cover because it's something that so many people miss when they're trying to market their business. You see, there's a lot of psychology behind marketing. And if you don't understand how it works, then it can be pretty easy to get caught up in the wrong kind of thinking and make some big mistakes. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Number 1. The framing effect. The framing effect is a psychological phenomenon that describes how people react differently to the same choice depending on how it's presented. For example, let's say that you have a choice between two similar products. If the price is presented as a discount from the original price, then people are more likely to buy it than if they see it as full price. That's because of framing. When something is framed as a discount, it seems like a better deal, even though it may not be. Let's take another example. If you're given a choice between two similar products, and one has a large picture of the product on it, while the other doesn't, people are more likely to choose the product with the picture. That's because our brains naturally prefer things that are larger and easier to see. So how do we use this in marketing? When you're selling something online, you can use these principles to make your product stand out from the competition. For example, if you're selling a new pair of shoes and want people to buy them instead of a similar pair made by another brand, then put up a picture of someone wearing them. It's simple, but effective. Number 2. Fear of missing out. The fear of missing out is one of the biggest psychological drivers when it comes to marketing. It's something that you see a lot on social media, especially with influencers. They'll post something and then say, "Only 5 left in stock," or "Last few hours to get this price." And while this might seem like a pretty harmless way to get people interested in your product or service, but it actually works because of the fear of missing out. The fear of missing out is a powerful motivator, and one that marketers have used for years. It's the reason why so many people keep checking their social media accounts, even when there's nothing new to see. They're worried that they'll miss out on something important if they don't look at it right away. It's also the reason why you go back to your favorite websites, even though they don't update as often as others do. So how can you use this to your advantage? Simple, just create a sense of urgency around something. This can be done by using phrases like limited time offer or only until stocks last. You can also tell people that there are only a few seats left for an event or that you're selling an item for 50% off until tomorrow. The list is endless, but you get the point. You can create a sense of urgency by telling people what they're missing out on. They'll feel like they need to act fast if they don't want to miss out on something important. Number 3. Social proof. Social proof is one of the most powerful psychological triggers that you can use to market your business. It's also one of the easiest to implement and understand. Social proof basically means that people are more likely to do something if they see other people doing it first. And this can apply in any situation where there's a decision to be made. It's a great way to get people interested in your products or services because it makes them feel like they're not alone. Social proof can be used in any marketing situation, but it's especially powerful when you're trying to sell something new. If you want people to buy what you're selling, show them other people using it and enjoy the benefits. One of the simplest ways to use social proof is by adding testimonials to your website. You can also add reviews and ratings, but a good testimonial is often more powerful than any other form of social proof. It's especially effective if you can get high-profile people to say nice things about you. But even when that's not possible, it's still important to have a few testimonials from regular customers who love what you do. Number 4. Make it easy to make the choice. One of the most important things you can do when it comes to marketing is make it easy for people to make the choice that you want them to make. For example, if you're selling a product and trying to get people to buy it, then don't ask them questions like, "Do you want to buy this product?" or "Should I sell this product?" Instead, just say something like, "Buy now and get a free gift." Or if you're trying to get people to sign up for your email list or join your Facebook group, then don't ask them questions like, "How would you like to be updated about new posts?" Instead, just say something like "Join my email list" and get access to my latest content and special offers. The key here is that you're not asking the person to make a choice. Instead, you're making it easy for them by telling them exactly what they need to do in order to get what they want. This is a much more effective way to get people to take action. They don't feel like they have to make a decision, so they're more likely to say yes and buy your product or join your list. Number 5. Package design matters. This is a really important one for a lot of people because it's something that can seem like a bit of an afterthought. But the truth is that your product packaging plays a huge role in how people perceive your brand. For example, if you were to sell 2 different products that do exactly the same thing but have very different packaging, then which one would you think was better? Probably the one with better packaging. This is because our brains are programmed to make quick decisions based on what we see and hear around us. So what makes a good package design? Well, there are lots of different factors that come into play here. But in general, you want something that's eye-catching and memorable, as well as functional in some way. Number 6. Repetition is key. You can't just throw something out there and expect people to notice it. You have to keep throwing it out there until they do notice it. This is why so many companies have annoying commercials on television and radio. They know that if they keep showing the same thing over and over again, eventually people will start tuning them out and reacting differently when they see them. The same principle applies to social media. You can't just post a few times and expect people to notice it. You have to keep posting until they do notice it. If you're not seeing the results you want, then try posting more often or changing up what you're doing so that your posts are more noticeable than everyone else's in your niche. Number 7. Tell stories that they can visualize themselves in. Psychology has proven that people are more likely to remember something if they can visualize it happening in front of them. And this is especially true when you're trying to sell something. So the next time you're creating a marketing campaign, make sure your copy includes lots of vivid descriptions and examples that people can visualize themselves in. This will help them to connect with your product or service on a deeper level, which will make them more likely to buy from you in the future. Number 8. Use the foot in the door technique. The foot in the door technique is a well-known sales technique that works by getting people to agree with you on a small request first, then following up with a larger one. To use this technique, start out by asking for something small and simple from your customer, like their email address. Then once they've agreed to do this, offer them an additional bonus or benefit, such as access to your newsletter. By doing this, you're conditioning them into believing that they're getting something of value in exchange for their initial agreement. The foot in the door technique is a powerful way to get customers to agree with you, but it can also be used in many other situations. For example, if you want your child to clean their room, start out by asking them to put away their clothes first, then follow up with something like cleaning the bathroom or making their bed. By starting with the smaller requests, you lower the bar for your child to agree to something larger. Thanks so much for watching. I hope we've been able to help you with some of your marketing challenges. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let us know in the comments below. We'll see you next time.